Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on WellsCountyVoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
And welcome to the Castle. Derek Decker here for the call. Should be a fun one. Both these teams seeking their first wins. It's Mississinewa and Norwell here. Norwell in their home opener here at the Castle, back in the friendly confines where they did not lose last year at all. These two teams were meeting twice last year. They met early in the season, Norwell winning by 3, and then they repeated by winning by a 3-point margin in the sectional title game, which coincidentally was Norwell's last game of the season. As they ended their season with a win, which is uncommon, of course, that due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the outbreak and everything that happened, all the shutdown things that happened. So here we are. Norwell is searching for their first win, a 30-point loss at the hands of Carroll on Wednesday night, the Thanksgiving Eve, in a game where they had trouble competing, quite frankly, trailed by a bunch, double digits early on in the game, but never quite got their footing. Of course, Norwell did not have John Colbert or Luke Graft in that game. Now, those two will be important here tonight. Those two are back. I talked to Mike McBride before the game today, and he said, hey, those two guys are really good athletes. They're rebounding pieces. They're maybe two of the strongest kids that Norwell has on their team. They bring a greater physical presence, and it gives a true group of 6 guys. Norwell struggled to find the 5th and 6th spot to play in that game. Coach McBride just kind of searching for guys. And in that game, obviously first game of the season, so you don't know exactly what you've got. But he also noted that he hadn't had anybody at practice yet. He finally got his group together for the last few days, and they are healthy and rested and ready to go now as they try to get back at it at full strength and look for their first victory. Meanwhile, on the flip side, for Ole Miss, the Indians, of course, 19-5 last year's defending CIC champions, made it to the sectional title game, 9-3 on the road last year as well. So a good road record, played well away from home under head coach James Reed, who's now in his 3rd season here after Andrew Everts left the program a couple of seasons ago. Mississinewa looking for the main man in the lineup, and that's Landon Swanner, averaged 14 points a game last year. That kid dropped 36 in their opener against Northside, which was a 4-point, 77-73 defeat on the eve of Thanksgiving as well. So both these two teams have kind of different mentalities. Norwell, Coach McBride is more often than not a defense-first mentality, although last year's team had no trouble scoring. But he can slow it down and really grind defensive possessions out. James Reed, on the other hand, likes to push the ball, and his teams generally are more offensively minded. And we'll see what the clash of the two opposing styles here brings us tonight. Joe Taylor will be joining me here in a moment. Alex Howard later on in the broadcast. You are listening to the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub is your local source for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. Billy Ann Supper Pub, located in downtown Bluffton. We're going to take a short break, return with the balance of the pregame show here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen, Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
And welcome back to the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Derek Decker here at the Castle. Norwell getting set for their home opener where they did not lose last season, but both them and Mississinewa seeking their first victories of the season here tonight. Of course, I talked to Mike McBride before the game tonight, and he said there's a couple keys, maybe building off of that Carroll loss, where Norwell needs to find a better attack mentality. The threes need to come more inside out, and that might be a struggle or an uphill battle, at least here early in the season. Obviously, Norwell doesn't have the best player in the area anymore, Will Geiger graduating last year, and you could definitely feel that in the first game. Norwell tried to get it through Bolin, although he did say Bolin needed to get more touches tonight. Bolin still improving and hasn't seen hardly any varsity minutes in his career, so an important piece underneath for Norwell as they are a much more undersized team this season. Of course, they lost a couple of 6'3" guards as well as a 6'5" post players, so Norwell has taken a hit in that department. Mississinewa, a new-look team as well, but still looking to build off of Landon Swanner and Tay McClung. Both those two guys averaged a combined 29 points a game last season. Those are really the two guys that make this team run. Of course, no more Horton for Mississinewa this season, so that's a loss for them as well. So missing pieces for both clubs. However, both teams looking for their first victory here tonight. The schedule doesn't get really any easier for Mississinewa. They've got Huntington North coming up next Tuesday night, then Oak Hill and Yorktown. Norwell with Oak Hill here on Thursday, and then they will travel to Madison Grant on Saturday night. That's a newly added game in place of the Adams Central cancellation, which was supposed to take place the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. We'll take one final break, return with starters in the tip here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
And welcome back to the Castle. Just about set to get Norwell and Mississinewa underway. Let's join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for tonight's starting lineups.
Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's varsity contest. First, for the Mississinewa Indians. Starting at a guard, a 5'9" junior, number 10, Hayden Ulrich. Starting at another guard, a 6'1" senior, number 11, Colin Yoder. Starting at another guard, a 6'2" senior, number 22, Landon Swatter. Starting at another guard, a 5'7" senior, number 33, Bree Young. And starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Tay McClung. The head coach for the Mississinewa Indians in his third season is James Reed. And here's the starting lineup for your Norwell Knights. Starting at the guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 22, Leighton Bailey. Starting at another guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 24, Luke McBride. Starting at the other guard, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Eli Riley. Starting at a forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 3, John Colbert. And starting at the other forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 40, Brody Coleman.
And once again, those starters for Ole Miss, it's Ulrich, Yoder, Swanner, McClung, and Young. For head coach James Reed, 31-16 in his third season at Mississinewa. For Norwell, it's Colbert, Riley, Bailey, McBride, and Bolin. For head coach Mike McBride in his fifth season at Norwell, 63-35 overall, 17th season in his career, 182 and 181 overall in his career. Norwell is set to go. Three-man officiating crew, Jared Adler, Lucas Everett, and Craig Hershey tonight from the Castle. The opening tip won by Mississinewa, and away we go. Battle of 0-1 teams. Maybe not where they thought they'd be at this point in the season, but it's where they stand. Underneath is Young, who missed the easy bunny. It was altered there by a Knight, and Luke McBride pulls the rebound for Norwell as they go the other direction. That's Riley, who's cut off. Norwell just did not get a whole lot of offense moving at all in that game at Carroll on Wednesday night. Just a lot of A lot of defense applied by Carroll. There's some good defense on this end of the floor. That's Ulrich creating the turnover. Up ahead, it's Tay McClung from Landon Swanner to get the scoring underway. So McClung averaged 15 and 7 last year. Has started us off here tonight. McBride holds it for Norwell. Now he tries to penetrate. Bolin thought about the 15-footer, instead kicked it to Bailey. And Norwell will set up another possession. This Mississinewa bench is active. There's another steal. McClung had a little trouble with it, but scores anyway. And Ole Miss races out to a 4-0 start. So again, this is kind of the similar spot Norwell was in on Wednesday night, where they struggled right out of the gate. And they're down 4 here early. And then Cree Young called for a reach-in foul on the third Norwell possession.
Mississinewa fouls on number 33, Cree Young, is first. Team's first.
Pleasure to be along with you here tonight. Derek Decker, Joe Taylor, a game-time addition to the broadcast crew tonight. Brody Bolin has it for Norwell. Colbert will launch a 3. His first shot of the season, no good. Oh, board, though, by McBride, and then swatted out of there with authority by McClung. Swanner got it. 6-0 Mississinewa. A tough start for Norwell once again, as they are in the hole by half a dozen right after the opening gun. Riley, an off-balance 3, can't get it to go, and McClung threw it away. There's a turnover. Norwell no numbers though. McBride hits the deck, travels. Mike McBride can't believe there wasn't a foul call. Feet kind of got tangled up, appeared to be incidental contact. And so it will go back the other way on the Norwell turnover. So a less than ideal start here for the Knights, who are looking to rebound from a loss. They only had 2 of those last year. They're struggling right now. Mike McBride's going to have to get a timeout. Colin Yoder the bucket, and Ole Miss is on top 8-0 here at the Castle to get us underway. Well, how about that start for the Knights? We'll take a quick break. It's a 30 and be back on The Voice.
Have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Just over 2 minutes in here at the Castle, but it is not a good start for Norwell as they trail 8-0 right out of the start, as Mississinewa's come out hot, created a couple turnovers. This was the problem for Norwell on Wednesday night. They really struggled offensively to get any good looks, and they've had a couple of early turnovers. It's resulted in Mississinewa getting back down the floor and getting some fast break opportunities. Bailey on the right wing for Norwell. A couple cutters on the play as McBride gets it from Colbert, and he's bumped on the drive by Cree Young, and 2 early fouls on Mr. Young. So that will force Lucas Asbury to check into the game, 6'1" junior. Coach Reed having to make some early decisions. Colbert had his 3 blocked, but got his own rebound. Blocked by Swanner in the corner. Swanner's been active. Mississinewa bench loves it. Not even 3 minutes in, but the goose egg remains for the Knights on the scoreboard. Bailey hoists an off-balance 3. It's short. Rebound pulled out of there by McClung for Ole Miss. Boy, this Ole Miss team does play with pace. There's another layup. Landon Swanner, and all 10 points have been in the paint for Ole Miss. Riley a shot fake. Jump stop. No good. Rebound. Bailey for Norwell, so they'll get a second chance. Into the corner, McBride, who tries to get going, no good. Riley the putback, and Norwell's finally on the board here. 4.5 to go in the opening quarter. 10-2 Ole Miss. There's a bump by Bolin, and it will send Hayden Ulrich to the line for his first chance at some points. We know Bolin likes to use a lot of his fouls. So Ulrich, just a 58% free throw shooter last season. First one rims no good. That's something this Ole Miss team really shot poorly at the line last year, just 59% as we get our first look at Luke Graft here tonight. Graft is returning from quarantine along with John Colbert. And the second one is good for Ulrich, and so he splits the pair. 11-2 Ole Miss, 3.5 in. Riley an open three look. This time he got it. And Eli Riley has all 5 Norwell points early. Yoder being guarded by McBride, a long bounce pass, but it gets through, and then Asbury had it stripped, picked it up again, and finishes off glass right side, and it's 13-5 Ole Miss. Quickly Bailey. Now McBride with half the first quarter gone and an 8-point Mississinewa lead. Ole Miss bench really into it, bringing the energy here. 4 fans allowed per family member for Norwell, 2 for Mississinewa, and a limited number of Norwell students as well. Riley off the screen from Graft. Tough defensive possession here for Mississinewa. Really locking down defensively. Norwell just cannot get a good look at the bucket. Graft cut off. Colbert had to go off his leg, and it's another Norwell turnover. Mississinewa fans love it. Brody Bolin about to check back in as John Colbert will take his first seat. That is Swanner to key it in on the sideline, and he gets it into Ulrich. So, again, I hate to keep saying the same word, but it has been a less than ideal start for Norwell. That was probably a foul on Bailey, but he got away with it, and instead Swanner will just fade from 10, and it's a 10-point Ole Miss lead again as Swanner's racked up 6 points in the first quarter. This Norwell team is really struggling to find its footing here in this early part of the season. McBride off balance again. Graft the O board. What a strong rebound there by Luke. And he gives it off to Bailey, who misses a 3. Last touched by Luke McBride. It'll go back to Mississinewa. Tough start for Norwell. Good find to Swanner. They feed it in to McClung now. Backing down Bolin. McClung cut off. Good defense by Bolin, but McClung, the senior, gets it through. Half a dozen and a technical foul on Tay McClung after the bucket. Jared Adler hands out the tee, and that's just completely unnecessary by Mississinewa. They've done nothing but good things in this first quarter, and then you give Norwell basically guaranteed free points here as McBride only missed 4 free throws all of last season.
Yeah, absolutely no reason to do that. First move missed for him. Second move hit. And whatever he said, not allowed in the IHSAA.
McBride missed the second one. That is a rare miss for Luke McBride. So 17-6 the score, 2:40 to go in our first quarter. And it has been all Indians in the early going. So McClung picks up a personal as well. It's the 3rd team foul on Mississinewa. McBride puts it on the deck, floats it up near the baseline. McClung, a great rebound right underneath the rim. Oh, Norwell was late getting back. Bailey went through the air, and a foul called on the floor. No free throws coming for Mississinewa, but Bailey picks up his first.
Yeah, Luke got baseline there. Not a great look, just kind of a floater. Trying to get it go in.
Ooh. Well, Derek Heinen and Mike McBride can't believe it, that was even allowed to go in. And it's 8 points now for Tay McClung and a 13-point Ole Miss lead, their biggest of the night. Travel. John Colbert checks back in for Norwell. I'm telling you, Mike McBride's already used 1 timeout, but Norwell has not gotten any better on this side of it.
Nothing going right for the Knights right now. Nothing.
Mississinewa is a team that really likes to push the pace, and Norwell has struggled defensively, but that doesn't address the fact that Norwell hasn't gotten hardly any good looks offensively either. Graft over pursued. If Asbury's able to get that shot tonight, Mississinewa's going to win this game.
Yeah.
Because Asbury only had 10 points all last season, 4 points in the first quarter, 21-6 Ole Miss.
When your team's doing well, your team has confidence. Top to bottom.
And Asbury wouldn't even be in the game if it hadn't been for Young's foul trouble. There's a good turn and score by Brody Bolin, his first basket. Bolin on the board. So it's 21-8. Alex Howard replacing the Game Time edition. Joe Taylor to our broadcast tonight. McClung. Norwell just hasn't even come close to stopping McClung at this point, or frankly, any of Mississinewa's offense. 23 first quarter points. They scored 73 at Northside in a 4-point loss in the opener, but they are on pace for far more than that tonight. Top of the key, it's Graft looking for Bolin. Tried to seal him off, but it wasn't a very good one. Foul called on the floor on Mississinewa, and so Norwell will have it underneath the basket. Foul goes on Tay McClung, which is I take it back. So it was actually on Lucas Asbury. Just reading it backwards from this sign. 4th team foul. If it was on McClung, it would have been a big one. Instead, it was on Asbury. The Bigs in a little bit of foul trouble here for Mississinewa early on. Colbert has nowhere to go in the lane, then has it stripped. A foul called from the backside, and Norwell will go to the line. Wait, I cannot tell you, and I am the Norwell athletics historian.
Right.
I can't tell you the last time Norwell was down double digits at the Castle. It's been a long time. It did not happen last year. Colbert at the line. Good on the first one. Only shot 12 free throws last year, made 7 of them. Tay McClung checked out for just a brief moment, and he's back in. He's out there with Swanner in the backcourt. Colbert long on the second one. Rebound fought for over the back on Luke Graff. Kind of over the back, since there is no such thing as over the back in basketball. It was a push from behind. Graff goes to the bench. Bailey back in. We'll see what Mississinewa does here. They could choose to hold for the last shot of the first half, or the first quarter rather. 23 points, feels like the first half.
Right.
But a putrid defensive start for Norwell. Not a whole lot of sense of urgency. Now they split the defense. McClung had it blocked from underneath. He can't believe there's not a foul called. A little lazy getting back. And you can kind of see, we touched on it in the pregame a little bit. McClung could be known as a little bit of a head case at times. So it'll be interesting. He already has a technical in this first quarter. And despite Mississinewa being the far better team, he gave Norwell a free point. And it's a foul on McClung, which is the last thing the Indians need. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Nothing doing on this offensive possession. McBride turns into the lane. No good. Offensive foul. A delayed call by Lucas Everett. And Mike McBride doesn't like that call.
Real delayed call there.
It is the first on Luke. 2.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Mississinewa looking for a long inbounds play. And he throws it to the scorer's table, and so Norwell gets it back underneath.
I think that was Norwell teacher Ron Harnish with his hands up calling for the pass.
Ron caught many passes in his day. Longtime boys JV coach here at Norwell. Bailey keys it in. McBride turns, lays it in right ahead of the buzzer. That's a big basket. We might look back on that and say that's an important basket, but that's about the only thing that went right for Norwell in the first quarter. 23-11 Mississinewa at the end of one on The Voice.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniels Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to the Castle. Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard. We're enjoying ourselves. Alex Howard done after a loss tonight at the Dungeon next door in the middle school. Woodside sweeping Norwell in that game. Norwell did take the JV boys game here tonight, but it's a pleasure to have along for the broadcast. You had Ole Miss a couple weeks ago on the girls' side down in Gas City.
Right.
But now here, Mississinewa making the trip to the Castle, and it was not a friendly start for Norwell. Starters back out on the floor for the Knights, but just nothing going on offense, and Colbert really has to get into the flow of things. Remember, this is his first game this year. They loop it into Bolin, and a foul on the floor on Colin Yoder. That's number 6. So Norwell's a good free throw shooting team, almost 70% a season ago, and that could be important as we work forward in this first half. Early foul trouble for Cree Young, who had 2 fouls in the first couple minutes. And he's sitting on the bench right now for Mississinewa. Bailey into Bolin.
Missed a good cut there by Colbert.
Colbert on the wing. And he had his pocket picked by Hayden Ulrich, who goes the other way and scores. English off the glass for Ulrich. Boy, all the turnovers are turning into Ole Miss points. 25-11. Bailey on the baseline, cut off. And now Riley. McBride turns, fires, scores.
Again, with the players quarantine here for Norwell and coming back, it's practice you need, not necessarily game time. You need good practices under your belt.
3 points for the sophomore. Outstanding player, undoubtedly the best on this Norwell team. That was a difficult shot. Swanner hits it through contact, and the lead back to 14.
Ole Miss has to feel like they're thrown into the ocean right now.
Riley has it taken away. Uh-oh. McClung, the pass was a little bit weak, so McClung had to slow down, and so Mississinewa will set up the offense here. In the corner it goes. Yoder will try a triple and hit it. 17-point Ole Miss lead at the Castle. Everything going in for Mississinewa. McBride, boy, this Norwell team has to feel shell-shocked. 22-2 last year. Bailey had a screen set by Riley and answers with a 3 of his own. But back to that, all 5 of these guys played, except for Bolin, played extensive varsity minutes last year. And they had nothing but success last season. And they have started off, they were blown out. They were undermanned, sure, at Carroll, but they would have been beaten anyway. 30-point loss. That's out of bounds off the foot of Landon Swanner. And, you know, a 30-point loss, now you're down 15 in the first half at home against a team you beat twice last year. That is a tough thing to walk into, and you think Ole Miss might be down a little bit as Ole Miss will take a timeout. So we'll take it along with them. 14-point Indian lead on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
And welcome back to the Castle. Ole Miss leading Norwell 30-16 here early on. Alex, it's been all Indians in the early going, raced out to a 10-0 start. And we knew this team had some pieces back in Swanner and McClung. Coach McBride felt good about his chances today coming in on the defensive end especially. But Norwell's defense has been cut up basically right now. Part of that has been because Mississinewa turning over Norwell in the front court and then racing out and getting points in fast break.
Right, fast break is so tough to defend, but you have to be disciplined. You have to find a body. You have to find the ball. You have to stop ball. And you have to find corners and cutters, right? And that's just what Norwell isn't doing right now. And it's costing them on the scoreboard, and it's costing them then on their offensive end too.
5:50 to go opening half, 14-point Mississinewa lead. Norwell's not out of this thing yet. There's obviously plenty of time left. The way this pace has been, there's time for plenty of points. That's another strong finish by the sophomore. 5 points for McBride, and the lead down to 12. So you know, you feel like Norwell just needs to settle down a little bit at this point. And again, certainly not out of the game, but they've got to get some stops. Riley got the block. Ball tipped up twice. McBride clears the board. Luke on the run, looking for help. Finds Luke Graft. And Graft had it blocked. Good defensive effort by Ulrich. Asbury controls the loose ball, and now Swanner in the front court for Ole Miss. McClung corrals a very high pass. Mismatch. Graff dig from behind. Bailey got it. And another Mississinewa turnover. So Norwell starting to shore things up defensively a bit. Colbert on the baseline just got easily around Asbury but couldn't finish. And again, an Indian rebound. So both teams have gone dry last couple times on offense.
Good baseline move by Colbert there. Just, again, not coming back from quarantine, just not the basketball click yet, you know.
And it will take some time for that as Yoder misses the shot. McBride pushes the pace, fouled from behind on Landon Swanner. First on Swanner. 7th Ole Miss foul in his first half. McBride, who already missed a free throw in this game, which has the chance to be the breaking news headline. He just doesn't do that very often. 92% last year. And he misses again. So you're going to make a comment? You're going to blame me for that or what?
I don't know who to blame on it.
Yeah.
We'll just blame you. It's easier.
Well, he splits the pair once again. He's left 2 points at the line. 30-19, 4:25 to go, first half. And Norwell trying to get back into this thing. They trailed right from the outset again, playing from behind the entirety of this first half. In the corner it goes. Yoder will try another three, or that's Ulrich rather. And Bailey, a strong rebound for Norwell. Norwell can cut this thing into single digits. Bolin through traffic, got fouled on the second attempt.
2 huge free throws coming up. Cut this thing to single digits. You cut this thing to single digits here and tighten the gap even more going forward before the half. You feel pretty good.
Sure. Lucas Asbury back into the game for Ole Miss. Bolin trying to cut it to 10. He can't. 2 misses. Ulrich probably got fouled.
Yeah.
No call. And Ole Miss will retain possession. Isn't it great to have fans? We're over here on the Norwell side, or on the visitor sideline, where normally the visiting fans would sit. They're close to us tonight. McBride gets the steal, goes in transition. No defense applied by Ole Miss, so McBride cuts the lead down to 9. 8 points for Luke, and it's 30-21. Norwell bench to its feet, and the Norwell fans getting into it on the other side.
Got to bring the energy here. I like it.
Trying to get a stop. A reach foul called on the drive, I believe, on Luke McBride. Instead, they get Luke Graft. And that's his second of this first half.
And it's now 8-5 on fouls. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard 8-4 comment just a moment ago. It's the outstanding crowd mic we brought along for the broadcast tonight.
High quality technology.
It's a good Sweetwater plug. Ulrich has it stolen by Bailey and then fouls him. And that's his second foul, and it'll send Leighton Bailey, another good free throw shooter, to the line. So Norwell starting to come back here a little bit, trailed by as many as 17 in his first half.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with just a better fight. Got tired of being down.
Well,
find a fight and then clean up some things, some technical things, and here we are.
We mentioned, as Bailey earns the bonus, we mentioned early on in this broadcast, Norwell's a team that does, even though they're young, they bring back a lot of varsity experience, especially in the first 6 or 7 guys. And they don't go as deep off the bench as they did last year, but still a lot of guys in the fold. Bailey misses the second. Bolin reaching on the rebound. Ole Miss players nearly collide. Norwell's left a few points at the free throw stripe in this first half, but 3 minutes to go. They've cut the lead all the way back down to 8. They've trailed by as many as 17. Riley got his arm on it, and then they try to loop it in to Swanner. Swanner has a couple inches on Riley. Outside they go. A triple try, no good from Lucas Asbury. Rebound, Luke McBride. 2-on-2. McBride walks. Oh, and they call a foul on Lucas Asbury. That is a bailout.
I got the stutter step in there first, then got shoved, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. The Knights needed it.
They did need it. Again, McBride. McBride good on the first one. Now, it's been very obvious that Ole Miss has been the more physical team in this first half. I don't think that's a real question mark.
When we are spectators, we never point out fouls,
never
numbers, or anything like that. So
10 points for the sophomore. And so it's 30-24. Norwell's right back in this thing. Norwell, you blink. They were down 17. Now they're down just 6. And Mississinewa gets it stolen away again. Riley getting the steal of McClung. Bailey in the lane. Kick to Colbert for 3. And it swirls out. It went around the rim twice. And Ole Miss gets the rebound. How did that come out? Man, that is a bad break for Norwell on an open look from John Colbert, who shot at 39% out there last year. There's a foul on the cut by Swanner. The foul goes on Eli Riley.
I love sarcastic claps, too. I'm a big fan.
They're the best. But it's kind of early to be pulling that out,
right.
Don't you think?
Right.
I mean, Mississinewa is about to reach the bonus here. McClung open for 3. Norwell left him alone. Bolin wasn't the guy that was supposed to be closing out, and it burned him.
Well, I was going to say you're a good stop and a good possession away from cutting it down to 1 possession.
Nevertheless, still in single digits, which I think 5 minutes ago would have been, Norwell would have taken that in a heartbeat. Defense turned up a notch on this possession. McBride traveled. Again, he traveled. I'm telling you, McBride's gotten away with a couple of walks in this first half, but it's a jump ball, so a turnover in anyway. And with 1:40 left, Ole Miss can get that lead back into double digits. So as much as Norwell worked to get this thing back into a reasonable margin, Mississinewa, just like that, can tick it back up at 10 or more on this possession.
Norwell needs to finish this half strong. Needs to get in the locker room with this thing under double digits. In the single digits.
We've wondered out loud, Norwell's not going to match up well. Offensive foul, Tay McClung, and that's number 2. We have wondered a lot out loud what Norwell is going to do if they're going to try to go more zone this year, which they may have to. Like I said, they're not going to match up well with hardly any team they play. So it'll be interesting to see their approach. They're in man tonight, and they played man almost all of last season.
Yeah, it's man, but it's almost it's a very aggressive man where you're bringing.
Agreed.
You're almost over helping, and you're using your size, your lack of size, and your speed to compensate for that.
Another foul on Mississinewa. This one on Donovan Betts. John Colbert at the stripe again. This one swirls home. Colbert 2 for 3 at the line. It's his only 2 points with 60 seconds to go in the first half. That was a brick. Rebound by McClung. So it's an 8-point game. And we saw Mississinewa hold for a long time for the last shot of the first half, or the first quarter rather. Swanner dribbling it pretty easily here. Mississinewa's got the floor really spread out. Knights try to jam him up right at the half-court stripe. 17 points Mississinewa led by in this quarter at 30-13. Norwell has gone on a 12-3 run since and closed this thing down to 8. Norwell bench comes alive once again on defense. Riley working hard but gets beat. Good move by Yoder. No shot though, and that's what they're looking for. 15 seconds to go in the corner. Asbury out to Yoder, 10 seconds. Swanner doubled. Bounce pass McClung. McClung, tough shot, got it right ahead of the horn. Tay McClung gives Ole Miss a 35-25 lead as we head to the halftime break. We'll take a quick break and return with the Ossian State Bank halftime show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Kerry Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Kerry Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
And welcome back to the Castle. We're at halftime. Ossian State Bank halftime show. OSB is your local bank and has been for over a century with locations in downtown Ossian and on the north end of Bluffton. Derek Decker, Alex Howard here at the Castle. Norwell trailing 35-25. Yeah, it's a 10-point deficit, but frankly, it could be a whole lot worse than that. Mississinewa led by as many as 17 in that second quarter. Norwell has had no answer inside for Tay McClung and Landon Swanner.
Right, they're getting it down. They're being very patient getting it down to him. When they do get down to him and he tries his first move and he misses, he's very patient to get into his second one. And it's paying off for him big time, and Norwell has yet to find an answer.
So Norwell also, it's of note that they've turned it over a lot. They were kind of reckless with the basketball in that first half, and Mississinewa got a lot of points in transition. I mean, that's a pretty obvious answer is, well, you got to cut down on turnovers, right? But on defense in the half court, where does Norwell kind of go from here after a putrid start in that first quarter? They definitely got better as the second quarter went on, but where do they go to improve on that in the third quarter?
Well, first off, you have to realize what you did well and what you didn't do well. And a lot of things that you did well came at the back half of that first half. And so now you have to build on it. You have to continue to deny ball to McClung down there. And you have to be aggressive going to the rim. You have to be able to box out, and you got to, I mean, honestly, McClung is killing you right now. And you stop him, you stop a lot of their offense.
Yeah, we know Brody Bolin is a work in progress at the varsity level. It's a kid that's a great athlete, had an excellent year on the football field for Norwell, and was a very good JV player last year. And I think it's a kid that's still growing, still getting bigger. But, you know, some of that varsity experience that some of the other guys, and in fact almost everybody else on the floor has at this point, you know, it's something that Norwell and Brody Bolin doesn't have at this point. But he was pretty much a non-factor in that first half, had 9 rebounds. Mike said he needed to get more touches down to him before the game tonight. But, you know, where does Bolin go, and how much of a factor does he need to be in the second half for Norwell to have a chance to cut into that 10-point deficit?
Right. Bolin is a great kid, as we know, and he'll give you everything he's got.
Yeah.
And
never been short on effort.
Right. So he's going to keep working. He's going to keep doing what Mike draws up, and he's going to do it to the best of his ability. And so it's really on your guards at this point, because Brody's going to get himself in the position to get the ball, and if Mike tells him to demand the ball, he's going to demand the ball for you. So it's really up to your guards to get in a position to get it down low to him, and then honestly, Bolin's going to let his effort and his heart take over after that.
It is halftime at the Castle. Norwell has won 12 straight here in the building, and they haven't lost at home in 648 days. That streak on the line as they trail by 10. Second half coming up on the other side of this break. Thanks for listening to the Ossian State Bank Halftime Show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Just about ready to get back to action here at the Castle. Norwell trailing Mississinewa 35-25. Impressive first half from Tay McClung. We saw him in the sectional last year and in the regular season as well. And the kid's tough. He does have a technical and 2 fouls, so Norwell may try to take it at him, although he really hasn't been a factor on the defensive end as much as he has been in the post for Ole Miss.
Right. Yeah. basically quiet on the defensive end as far as how involved he is. But on offensive end, really no answer so far.
So the third quarter begins with Norwell in possession. And we did see a number of fouls called in that first half. John Colbert out there for Norwell to key it into Bailey. Riley, McBride, Bolin out there, the original starters. Original starters on the floor for Ole Miss as well. Ulrich, Yoder, Swanner, McClung, and Young, who had a seat for a lot of that first half with 2 early fouls. McBride off the handoff. Now Riley, good defensive set. Riley lost the handle going up, and it's taken away by Landon Swanner for Ole Miss. And he stops and pops and hits. What a start to the second half for Ole Miss.
There it is, turnover leading to easy points. Wide open shot.
Boy, that's just got to grind Coach McBride's gears, because this is, I mean, you looked at a team that just did not do that at all last year. I mean, and again, almost all the pieces back except for Geiger. McBride answers.
It's huge. You got to get him going, especially from 3.
13 points, but it's been quiet so far. He has not shot the ball well in the first game and a half through the 2020-21 season. In they go to Swanner. Underneath, McClung trying to find room, creates space, and he moves Bolin out of the way for a bucket. 17 points for the senior.
McClung just demands space.
McBride off the deflection, now will pop it and hit it. 6 early points in the second half for Luke McBride. Both teams coming out of the locker room hot. 40-31, 90 seconds into the third quarter.
If you're Mississinawa, you do not want Luke McBride to heat up.
No,
especially from
that's
3.
dangerous. Bolin got the steal, and Riley takes it away, right back into the arms of McClung, up ahead to Swanner, and he missed it. Riley, a good box out on the rebound, and he turns it over again. Yoder.
That is 3 turnovers in a row for Eli Riley. Am I right on that?
Man, that is something that you cannot have from a senior leader on your team. Riley back at it, though, offensively. McBride again. No good. That was a bit of a heat check. That was way deep. Riley called for the push on the rebound. It was way out there for Luke McBride. Second foul on Riley.
You know, we were all at every football game, and Eli Riley did not throw many picks.
Yeah, right, and he's got more tonight than he did about all season on the gridiron. Ulrich didn't slide the back foot. McClung, foul called on Bolin on the way to the basket. Coach McBride wanted a jump ball. It is his second on Bolin, so that's actually a good thing.
Right.
We expect Bolin to be in a lot of foul trouble this season. He fouled out of the Carroll game.
Because he's a physical player. He's a football player.
Right.
Plays O-line, D-line.
First one good. Brings back flashbacks of Curtis Blackwell.
Right.
On the basketball floor. Kind of a Garrett Booker type. McClung 19 points now, and it's a 14-point Ole Miss lead. Again, it's just kind of steadily grown here in the early part of the third quarter, and that's going the wrong direction for Norwell as they had to try to eat into a 10-point lead. Riley bumped by Swanner. Norwell fans wanted a foul. Colbert. Bailey from the volleyball line gets, and it's in and out, and Colbert got the offensive rebound and gets fouled. That almost went in for Leighton Bailey.
That was almost Josh Van Meter range there.
It was. Of course, that's the third foul on Betts.
We're just digging deep in the old player well.
We really are.
Tonight, aren't we?
Colbert now just 2 for 5 at the line tonight. Ulrich rather checking in. Of course, longtime partner Greg Van Meter here on the Wells County Voice broadcast. Always, he's the reason I started broadcasting.
Right.
So I had tipped to him. And Colbert misses them both. 14-point game it remains. And, you know, Norwell has gotten kind of streaky there from the line tonight, but those are points that in this game you've got to have. McClung unable to get the bucket, but number 3 on Bolin.
Again, strong take, clears room. I don't know what else you want Bolin to do there.
Yeah, McClung's just a stronger senior, and it is impressive to find a kid that's stronger than Brody Bolin.
Right.
First one out and in for McClung. Luke Graff back into the game for Norwell. Not a scoring guy, but important piece on this club. Both are good from McClung. He now has 21 points. We talked about Swanner being the kid to watch. He had 36 in the Northside game, but it's been all McClung tonight. And that Ole Miss bench is active. McBride, good strong finish. 18 for him of Norwell's 33. Norwell still in that man defense. Alex, you talked about it, over pursuing on the man side of the defense, and oh, that's a nice cut inside Ulrich. The pass wasn't great. Bailey recovered, and Luke Graff got the rebound after Bailey forced the miss.
Great recovery defense there by Layton. It's just walling up, not reaching, not trying to grab the ball, just wall up.
Riley straight away, short. Rebound, McClung. Man, he really is a strong kid. We knew that that's what he did last year. He did not have the kind of success offensively against Norwell. That is another foul on Eli Riley. That's his third.
That's huge. Again, not a very deep bench for Norwell.
Not at all.
And you might have to dig pretty deep in the barrel here.
Coach McBride looking for that 7th player. That was a wild shot thrown up there.
They're going to get Riley here.
Well,
that's 4.
I mean, that is very obviously a foul.
Right.
I mean, that's Riley doesn't like the call, but that's what it was.
And they're going to replace him here with Brody Bolin,
who also has 3 fouls. Yeah, that 4th foul on Riley's in a normal game big, but Riley has not had his best night as he slams the bench. He has had a plethora of turnovers in his 3rd quarter. Ole Miss slowing it down a little bit, over halfway through the 3rd quarter, and it's a 14-point Ole Miss lead. McClung on the deck, has it taken away. McBride running the floor, nobody's going to catch him. Luke McBride, the left-handed layup. And he's at 20.
So quick to get down the floor there, but still has total body control there on the
He is going to be fun to watch, obviously. Expect him to go to college somewhere. Not a ton of contact. Ulrich kind of extended the chicken wing, no call. McClung on the catch and missed it.
Great defense by Bolin.
And McClung,
just wall up.
Yeah, McClung slow getting back on defense. Bailey in the corner. Colbert drives. Good recovery. Colbert can't get the short one off of Mississinewa.
It's a good example of that basketball kind of mind conditioning coming back from quarantine.
Sure.
Middle of the season, maybe Colbert catches that more on the run and gets right to the baseline.
Or pops the 3. Again, he was almost a 40% shooter last year, so he has no problem knocking it down. Didn't take all that many, but he was a guy that came off the bench to really excite Norwell and plug him into some good shots. McBride fouled by Swanner. So as much as Mississinewa has dominated this game, Norwell is still very much, you feel like, in the ball game. First one, nothing but the bottom for McBride. They're only down 11. I mean, they're a couple shots away, especially for McBride or Bailey. Yeah. McBride 2 for 2.
I'll say it now. I don't see McBride missing many more free throws in the game.
We might not see him miss many more this season.
Right. I wanted to wait until after that second one, though, before I said it.
Well, a smarter man than I. As Ulrich on the offense, they've got 5 out. They're using cutters, but McClung working the high post for Ole Miss. And Bolin gets the takeaway on the deflection from Colbert. Norwell can cut it into single digits again. Bailey, good defense applied by Ulrich. Bailey gets open for 3, short. Rebound taken out of there by Swanner. He's really racking up the rebounds. 2 players are down, 1 each. You can't stop
You
on the
can't
fast
stop
break.
it like that.
Oh.
Mrs. Sinawah coach was already on the court.
So I apologize to raise the voice on that one. I'm usually pretty whatever. And then Colin Yoder manages to make it off to the locker room. There is no way that play should have been stopped.
No. There's no way
Now,
Mrs. Sinawah's coach should still be on the court.
If you want to stop it down here, that's fine, but both of them were down. And I just don't understand how you can stop the game like that.
No.
Okay, it's story time. We'll go back to the 2012 season Norwell State Championship year. They're playing in their second game of the year at Adams Central. They go to overtime at the Hangar in Monroe. And there was a play like that. It almost cost Norwell the game.
Double dribble.
McBride turned it over. And
Sorry.
Ulrich will walk it up.
Still in coach's mind right now.
Just moments from stepping off the floor. Still a 10-point game here at Ole Miss. But in that situation, there is no way you give an advantage to the defense.
Right.
And then he walks off the floor. So that's just all the more reason that play should not have been stopped.
All right.
It's a 12-point game. Mississinewa by a dozen with 90 seconds left in the third. Bailey, foul. And that's number 3 on Swanner. Not doing a very good job keeping our foul count up tonight. Utilizing that feature on our scoreboard, apparently, or the score. So it is a 12-point game. Oh, misses another free throw. This was a very good free throw shooting team last year, and it didn't have anything to do with the guys that they lost because Torsen didn't shoot that many. Fetterspiel didn't shoot that many. Geiger shot a lot, but he wasn't that good. And Bailey misses them both. 8 for 10 last season at the stripe. But a break for Mississinewa. Norwell just cannot capitalize on the opportunities that they've been given here in this second half. That's why they trail by 12 still. We're down. That's foul. That's definitely a foul.
Because Layton got frustrated with himself.
Well, Layton, he got away with a lot before they called that foul.
Right.
Okay, here comes Hayden Ulrich back into the game. Cree Young to the bench, probably just for a moment. Yeah, McClung caught it and scores. They knew that they could go right over the top.
Right.
Bolin doesn't quite have the hops to compete with McClung.
Yeah.
And
again, not a foul. He's walled up, but because he can't foul. So.
Boy, the Ole Miss.
They're a scrappy bunch.
They are very scrappy, and we knew that last year.
Right.
Betts picks up number 4. It is the 4th team foul on Ole Miss here in the second half. Young back into the game now.
When you play that brand of basketball and you get your bench involved, it becomes a very intense game.
Yeah, they're very into the game down there, and that's very good to see.
Right.
Considering we don't have many fans tonight.
Right.
Or won't have all the season. Bolin up and under, can't finish, but a good body control shown too.
Right.
On the up and under by Bolin.
And good patience. You know, wanted to roll to his right, felt the pressure, roll back to his left, caught him with a reach.
So the fouls really are starting to mount here in the second half for Ole Miss. Well, still unable to convert from the free throw stripe. Oh, my goodness, that hit the backboard first. Well, we don't have the numbers on what Norwell is, but it's probably a good thing we don't have the numbers because it hasn't been pretty at the stripe. Ole Miss likely to hold for the last shot here. Yeah, never mind. McClung off the rebound. Missed it again, and a foul on Bolin. It's got to be on Bolin.
Graft, hopefully. Gave it on Graft.
They did give it to Graft.
A gift.
Good officiating, is it not?
Yeah, great officiating.
Okay, McClung back to the line. This is a 1-and-1. He was not caught in the act of shooting. 27 seconds remain in our third quarter. Earns the bonus. Riley is going to check back in here between free throws. He replaces Luke Graff. That is a roll of the dice by Coach McBride.
Bold sub.
4 fouls.
Especially with how hard Eli plays and how much he wants to be in.
Right. Well, I think the thought process is that Norwell's going to be on offense here. Right. 25 points for Tay McClung, and it's 53-37. So as much as Norwell had hoped it would be closing the gap, it's actually widened by 6 from the halftime break. Riley is holding it, being guarded by McClung. Bailey, 10 seconds. Norwell not moving very hard away from the basketball. McBride from the elbow. Yeah, he got slapped on the wrist. That's why he hit the backboard and not the rim on that shot. And I think Cree Young got him.
It's a pretty good sign when Luke McBride misses by a bunch that he had some contact there.
Yeah, he's just not going to miss by that much.
He knows very much so where the basket is.
He's been around a few times.
Right.
Put up a few shots in his day, and he's only a sophomore. But by far Norwell's best shooter. 45% from the three-point line last year. Yep, so McBride unlikely to miss again. Swanner, that'll count if it gets it. He doesn't. Lucas Asbury no good as we hit the end of the third quarter. Well, that third quarter flew by. It's 53-39 as Norwell in danger of losing back-to-back games to start the season here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Welcome back to the Castle. 53-39 Ole Miss in front and the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And Alex, it's a tall ask, but what does Norwell have to do to try to create some turnovers and get back into this thing in the fourth quarter?
Well, as much as a short bench doesn't play to the strength, you have to speed up Ole Miss. You have to force some bad passes. And with the lack of bench space, bench depth, excuse me, it's going to be tough to do that.
Ulrich, kind of an ill-advised 3, and that plays into Norwell's favor.
Or just hope they keep chucking shots like
that.
And
I just think that shot's not going to happen much in this fourth quarter. At least I would hope not from head coach James Reed. McBride, stutter step to the hole. No good. Good defense that time by Hayden Ulrich.
Yeah, stop ball here.
Swanner kind of waltzes it across the timeline, doesn't take advantage of the man advantage they had, and that's for obvious reasons, nursing a 14-point lead. McClung catches on the block.
Good move.
Bolin he just does not have a chance to stop that. Graft in the lane.
Strong take.
Yeah. Graft only had 7 points all of last season. First bucket this year. Back down to a 14-point game with 6:43 to go.
Hello, Graft, for whatever it's worth. JV All-Star.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, so much more physically mature than a lot of other JV players as a freshman. Bolin will take a breather here. Riley back into the game with 4 fouls. On the inbound, Swanner from the baseline. McBride the board. Leaves it for Bailey. No call. Graft the rebound. Fouled on the rebound. Miss Sinoa can't believe there wasn't a foul called.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Colin Yoder, the personal. Luke Kraft, a couple free throws coming up here. It's athletic director Kelby Waybright in what would normally be the Lidman mop guy down on the floor, working hard.
No Big Ten game, Derek.
No Big Ten game, that's right.
Your mind. This is not WIUX, this is Wells County Voice.
It is. WIUX had to call for a blowout Indiana loss. Mike McBride thought that was a lane violation by Lucas Asbury. No call on it. And so one more coming here. Graff was not a good free throw shooter, and that's very evident as he missed both of them long. Colbert kept their ball alive, but he throws it into Ulrich. A foul on the other end on Bailey. And they'll send Asbury to the line.
Don't call a charge on Layton or a block on his shot there, and then get him for a block nonetheless, but a soft block there.
Jared Adler, Lucas Everett, Craig Hershey, our three-man crew tonight. First one swirls home for Mr. Asbury. 5 points for him. Half the output he had all of last season at the varsity level. Appeared in 14 games, and he gets them both.
Now they stretch it to 16.
Yeah, this thing is it is going to be really difficult for Norwell at this point. The way they have scored, they had an opportunity in that first half when they had cut it down to 6. Mississinewa led by as many as 17 in that second quarter. That's a long triple try from Bailey, but Colbert the long board. And he is doubled. Norwell just has not had the ball movement offensively to create a bunch of open shots. They've taken some really long threes tonight. Bailey will try another one. In and out. Last touch by Graff.
Just cannot get anything to fall.
Well, this is a preview of what could be a recycle of the sectional championship last year.
Right.
Although Norwell has some things to figure out to be considered a sectional title contender. But I think you're going to be looking at a sectional that's going to be pretty wide open, save for Mississinewa at the top.
And knowing Mike and his coaching, it's going to be a different Norwell team.
Oh, yeah. Coach McBride believes that. McBride can't finish. And again, off Norwell. So, yeah, Coach McBride talked about that a lot today and last week. Mississinewa is going to use a timeout here. We'll keep it here. He thinks this team will be far better in February than they are right now, and only time will be able to tell that. But at this point in the season, you can definitely tell Norwell's still trying to knock the rust off. Obviously, first game of the season for Colbert and for Graft, who did not play at Carroll, but they were thoroughly dominated. Now, that's not to say that Norwell just completely laid an egg. Carroll is going to be a tough out in the tournament once we get there.
Best team probably in the area.
They and Homestead will vie for the SAC title. Carroll actually won that game last year. SAC is got to be favored by Homestead, but that's just because they had a couple more transfers move in. They'll start 3 D1 guys, 2 Big Ten guards, and so it's hard to compete with that.
Right.
Norwell slated to play them in the final game of the regular season. But that game, at this point, as I was told by Coach McBride today, may not happen as Homestead has overscheduled by a game. Now, with that being said, that's a good thing to do in this season because if you lose one, and you're almost certainly going to lose a game somewhere along the way, then that game might happen. Now, the other thing that comes into play is will teams want to actually play that final week at risk of being quarantined before the tournament? And if that happens, then obviously you're done again. And what a heartbreaker it would be, especially for a team like Norwell that did not get to play in the regional last year and would have been a pretty strong regional favorite at Newcastle.
We were all set, weren't we, to go down there?
Yeah, they canceled it Friday afternoon. We were ready to pull the broadcast off with no fans in attendance. It's going to be a sight like no other. Few of us had ever even heard the term no fans and playing a regional game like that, and we've become accustomed to it. Of course, we're very thankful to have fans here tonight, even in a limited fashion. Bailey picked up the foul. Or I take it back, it was actually McBride, his second.
And a lot of places Norwell goes this year are going to, play with no fans or just home fans.
Sure. Yeah, we saw that.
You
saw that last night at Crestview.
Yep. which is Huntington North, for those of you that don't know.
Yep. Well, it's just amazing to me. It is a definite, and I called it a reality check on Wednesday night. This is what it is again, as Norwell did not lose at home last year. Now, they won some really tight games against really quality opponents like Carroll, which may have been their best win of the regular season. Leo, they won a tight game over Leo at home. Colbert slicing through defenders for a bucket. But this is going to be a loss, barring a miracle here in the last 4.5 minutes. And a game that really hasn't been close. I mean, Mississinewa has dominated from the opening tip tonight.
Yeah, you got to get him out. He's being vocal now.
It's time.
Yeah. Clearly across the arm.
Oh, yeah.
So, whether you get ball first or not, across the arm is across the arm.
Boy, Mississinewa has shot the ball well at the line tonight. Capitalized on many of their opportunities. 17-point advantage for the Indians. Make it 18. And 7 points for Ulrich, 5 of which have been at the free throw line. Riley, fouled by Asbury. This game has kind of hit a brick wall here.
Yeah.
So we've really
Third
slowed
quarter
down.
moved.
It did.
Moved very well.
So this is going to be, I mean, we're going to continue to talk about it, but as Riley misses a free throw. Riley was a 65% shooter last year. Norwell hasn't lost at home in 648 days. They've won 12 straight here at the Castle. Ladies are on an even better streak at home.
Right.
So this is, and both teams were undefeated at the Castle last year, and that included the sectional for Norwell on the boys' side. So
when's the? All right. So you're a statistician.
Okay.
How long ago was that both teams have done that, undefeated at the Castle?
Oh, it's probably never happened. I'm sure it's never happened. I'm certain it's never happened. Okay, I can't say certain, but almost certain, because the times when Norwell has had incredibly good records on the girls' side,
they've still lost.
Well, Norwell's boys team only had one year
You're right.
where they had an exceptional record, and that year they did go undefeated at home. They lost at Bluffton and they lost at Homestead, 2 of their rivalry games, and then, of course, lost in the state championship to Guerin Catholic.
Yeah.
And they finished that season 24-3. That was 2011-2012. We've mentioned a couple players from that state title team tonight in Josh Van Meter, Garrett Bucher. So Grant Baker on that team, the starter, a really good shooter. McBride in the corner. Colbert will try a 3 and hit it. Timeout, Mike McBride. And so he will use a full one, and we will take it along with him. We'll be back after this on The Voice.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson@SteffenGRP.com.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Austin State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
3:10 to go at the Castle. Norwell trailing 61-47. A few of the limited capacity crowd fans are beginning to file out here at the Castle. Norwell facing their first defeat in a long time at home. But game not completely over yet, not completely out of the question. It's doable, but it's very difficult considering Norwell hasn't gotten this thing under single digits since the second quarter.
Right.
And they've only drawn as close as 6 since the first minute of the game. Inside they go, a miss from Asbury, but he got his own board and really no reason to rush for Ole Miss.
No. Norwell wants you to speed up. That favors them.
Why? That's why. Lucas Asbury for the triple.
I got caught watching, and you folks at home did not get the pleasure to watch that.
Well, Lucas Asbury hit a corner three. Colbert trying to answer. That's off the heel. Oh, McBride had it go off his shin. Way out. What was that? McClung missed, and then Colbert was fouled from behind. Steve Garza, loyal listener. Getting a message from him.
Sorry, Steve. Steve's always quick to let us know when the camera is not up to par.
Or any of our production quality features. Colbert good on the first one. He has struggled from the stripe tonight, along with majority of the nights other than McBride, although missing 2 in the same night is a struggle. I don't think he's ever done that in his career. He only missed 4 all of last year, 46 of 50 from the free throw line last season. And it manages to sneak out, so that's just been the night for Norwell at the free throw line.
No help.
Just a little floater from Ulrich. And again, and it's not going to matter at this point, but really no reason to take that shot. Riley on the baseline cutoff. McBride, head fake, got it. Timeout. So Coach McBride will use a quick 30 with 1:56 to go. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, in a timeout like that, just trying to save some time right after a bucket, set up your defense, and try to get back to work.
Certainly appreciate all of our loyal watchers and sponsors throughout the course of this pandemic-ridden season. We have been very fortunate at Norwell. We didn't lose any football games. We've been rescheduling basketball games. It's been a really interesting year, and obviously these things are last minute, so a reminder, if you haven't heard, that Norwell will be playing Madison Grant on Saturday night. That is down there, so another road trip for Norwell as they lost a home game to Adams Central. But Coach McBride's been really willing to play just about anybody at this point. Just want to make sure you get games in and try to challenge his kids. Madison Grant, pretty good 2A team this year, returns lots of their production from last season. Played Mississinewa competitively at times. Played him in the Grant 4 tournament about a week after they played him in the regular season with similar results.
And with this COVID year, when you drop a game or when a team has to pull out because of COVID problems, there's always another team pretty close to you who's probably in the same boat.
What the trend has been, as Coach Reed will have to burn a timeout, the trend has been to schedule typically when a team goes out, they lose a handful of games, 2 or 3, sometimes 4 games, depending on how many are scheduled that week. And so you want to try to get a game against the teams that they were supposed to play.
Right.
If that's feasible or doable or whatever. That's been kind of the mentality. Another 30-second timeout here as both teams are down to 2 timeouts tonight. 1:36 to go. Norwell down 14, trying to make a last-minute push, but are likely to come up short tonight. 30-point loss in the opener to Carroll Wednesday night on Thanksgiving Eve. We'll talk to Coach McBride following tonight's game here on The Voice. But, still some things to work out here in the course of this early part of the season. Should be able to do that against Oak Hill. Oak Hill had its 2 best players both tear their ACLs here over the past week, and that is just a massive amount of misfortune.
Yeah.
As they were both seniors and poised to make a big impact. Asbury hits another 3. How about that? Career night for Lucas Asbury, 12 points, eclipsing his 10-point total all of last season.
So this is a night, if you're Asbury, you remember for a while.
No doubt. Jared Conrad checked into the game for Norwell, the senior. He started at Carroll in place of either Colbert or Graff, either way you want to look at it. Riley pumps a triple. McClure the board. And at this point, I don't think Norwell is going to probably apply too much pressure.
No.
Well, I can also tell you, as there's an and one for Colin Yoder. And he's into double figures. But I can tell you that Riley fouls out finally. Norwell did not give up 69 points last season in a game. It didn't happen. They didn't even come close to that number. We'll get you the official number on that.
In for the Knights, number 5, Jake Parker.
Jake Parker will replace Riley, who just fouled out.
Jake Parker, son of Principal David Parker.
64 was the highest total they allowed last year. That was to Mishawaka Marion, a game, of course, they lost. One of their 2 losses. Asbury lays it in.
And they just continue to...
Well, we talked about this being a scrappy bunch.
Right.
Yeah, they're not afraid to...
They're relentless, too.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to dribble this thing out. Colbert missed it. That's Parker. Parker got a lot of good minutes at Carroll on Wednesday night as well. Colbert bodied up. And Mississinawa is going to use a timeout here for subs.
Hopefully just a sub here.
Yep.
I don't think he'll talk much.
Well, I think Mike McBride wants to use the timeout with just 9 seconds to go in tonight's game. And a 19-point Ole Miss lead.
And here we go. Oh.
Well, Norwell's cheerleaders are allowed at the game tonight. You know, one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, the cheerleaders came out in pregame at Carroll and then did not cheer during the game. So it was just...
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was just a couple administrators, Kelby Waybright, David Parker for Norwell, a couple athletic trainers from OPS, and then yours truly, along with Jacob Collins and a couple other media members.
You know, and that's one thing with all these rules that I just don't quite understand is, you know, how you allow cheerleaders for pregame, how you allow, you know. Like,
nobody knows. I mean, that's, you know.
There's no rules universally through, you know, IHSAA saying this is how you have to do it.
McBride catches, and they call a foul with 0.3 of a second left.
But, and obviously our athletic directors in the area and working with the health officials in each county.
Man, I'm telling you, they really are.
It's like pulling teeth sometimes, though, because things change every day.
Let me tell you, you do not want an athletic director job right now. You just don't. It is, which is just big props to Kelby Waybright, who has made these things happen at Norwell.
And that's
McBride does miss a third free throw, by the way, which we can't believe.
Right.
But that
probably
will,
our fault somehow.
I'm sure it is. That will end it tonight as Mississinawa hands Norwell its first loss at the Castle in 648 days. We'll talk about it and talk with Coach McBride after a break. Thanks for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniels Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at blufftontire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, I'm Nathan from Shelton Financial Group. As we approach and enter the holiday season, we hope and pray for safety for you and your family. At Shelton Financial Group, our goal is to build long-lasting, deep, personal connections with people like you. That's why we take a different approach to helping our clients find financial freedom. Come visit us at our new location on the north end of Ossian in the old bank building, or call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
And welcome back to the Castle, wrapping things up here tonight after an 18-point Norwell loss. Again, a major storyline. Their first loss at home in 648 days. They had won 12 straight at the Castle. Did not lose last season. In fact, the last time they played here was against Mississinewa, and that was a home game. Of course, that was the sectional championship game. So it is an interesting group that has come back for Norwell this year. They've got a lot of missing pieces, and you can definitely tell still don't quite have their feet under them through 2 games here.
Right, and that was obvious just with some of the timing on stuff and positioning and shooting, obviously, and all that stuff will come to balance here. And knowing Mike, it will come to balance. So, all in all, Knights, not the start you wanted to the season.
Right. They have as many losses as they had last season through the first 2 games. They went 22-2 last year. Of course, Mississinewa looking to improve on their 19-5 record. Going to be difficult to do that, but they showed a lot of good things tonight. I think Ole Miss has a lot of things working in their favor. Got a huge night from Tay McClung, unofficially 27 points from the senior.
Right, and he had his way wherever he wanted to go, whatever he wanted to do down low, he had his way. And again, Brody Bolin with foul trouble hurts. And so a lot of times just moving Bolin out of the way just because he could, because Bolin couldn't give any resistance just with the foul trouble, and a lot of whistles, obviously. So, again, not a very deep Norwell team, and foul trouble will be a story, I have a feeling.
So Norwell falls tonight 71-53. That'll do it from the Castle. On behalf of Alex Howard, which I can't thank enough for helping me out tonight, this is Derek Decker, and for our owner Scott and Dale Menser saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the support of our sponsors. Please take time to tell them thank you and to use their services whenever possible. Join us again next time on WellsCountyVoice.com.